Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Original Rebels Racing League Xtreme Busch Series Throwback 150 here from Richmond Raceway. Again, for the Xtreme Xfinity Series, I am Zach Weston. I'm here with LOKENVITZ tonight. How you doing, Alex?
Good. I'm exhausted. I've been getting that last little bit of preparation done for Christmas coming up.
Yep, coming up to the holiday season and, well, the last race for the Xtreme Xfinity Series in 2020. The next race will be in the new year, so looking forward to that. But tonight we got Richmond Raceway, a 3/4 mile track, loose off the turns, and that backstretch wall can catch up to you pretty quick. So going to see how these guys can handle that tonight. And right now they are currently qualifying. See on your screen there, have Will Paisley currently sitting 6th on the board. See if he can improve on that time. And he will. He'll move up into the top 5 to, hopefully qualify 5th for the race. We'll see if anybody's able to take that from him. And let's see if we can get somebody on their lap so we can get an onboard with them real quick just to see what they're going to be dealing with tonight in those cars. Alex, if you can, just kind of explain to everybody tonight what these drivers are going to have to face. You see Bobby RUSK having some trouble in and out of the turn, so kind of explain some of the toughness that they're going to have to deal with tonight.
Yeah, it's a short track, so slow is definitely the fast way around this place. Kind of back up your corners and be very, very gentle on corner exit because before you know it, your back end will be passing your front end, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Jeff Paisley moving up to the 3rd position. So far, Jamie Barkus on the pole spot. Brandon Wallace just completed his first lap, 18th fastest so far. Looking to improve on that 23:12 on the second lap. Looks like he's just going to slow down, maybe tap the wall. So he'll qualify at least 19th. Currently, Clint raced. Looks like he's trying to complete his second lap. Currently 11th. And looks like no change for him. He'll at least start in the 11th position tonight. Can't tell if this is a lap that counts or if he's just putting laps down just to put them down.
I mean, you got the time, might as well use it.
Exactly.
Who's gonna? iRacing won't black flag you no matter how many laps you click off.
Yeah. So far, 24 cars qualified. Looks like we have at least 30 cars tonight for the Xtreme Xfinity Series.
That's not a bad idea now that I think about it. I might have to do that next week or Sunday when we go to North Wilkesboro.
Josh LOKENVITZ coming out to qualify. Let's check how much time is left in qualifying. 4 minutes, 50 seconds. Oh! Looks like he's going to have to reset and do a second lap. Got loose there in the front stretch. And, well, like you mentioned, when you get loose, it's not impossible, but very, very difficult to regain that car.
Josh LOKENVITZ, 23-121 with a 19.
Oh, looks like trying to get that off of your guys' screen, but it is not wanting to come over here. There we go. Yeah, it looks like my trading paints was messed up a little bit, so hopefully we'll be able to reload that and it'll start working for us.
Yeah, the only person I see on track is Bobby Dress doing the same thing, just logging free laps.
Yeah. And that Hellman's paint scheme.
Zach, I don't know about you, but I think Richmond's probably one of my favorite short tracks.
It's definitely a fun one, but I'm always going to kind of side with Martinsville and Bristol. I mean, that's kind of what everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people say. But Martinsville used to be my worst track when I played NASCAR games on my Xbox 360. But, you know, I got on iRacing. I'm sure for some reason it just clicked for me. But Richmond's definitely a very fun track. It's tough. But, I mean, really any short track is going to be tough with just the track being so short and not having much time to think in between turns. But I definitely agree with you. It's definitely a fun track. And I'm looking forward to watching it tonight.
Yeah, I might date myself a little bit. Might be able to relate to some of these older guys, but I logged millions of laps on NASCAR 2000 or NASCAR races in 2003 or that game. Pretty much the precursor to iRacing.
Yeah.
Like iRace, it's basically that game is basically iRacing 1. And that did nothing but race Richmond. I did so many last to first challenges at Richmond.
That's definitely one of the things in any NASCAR game, outside of iRacing, of course, for me anyways, but is just trying to start last and see how quickly you can get up to the lead. That definitely was one thing I did a lot. Go ahead.
Richmond's also got a couple interesting facts about this place. A lot of a few NASCAR icons got their first wins and their last wins and some milestone wins here, starting with Tony Stewart got his first cup win here in 99, followed by Casey Kane in 05.
Sorry, guys, I had my mic muted there, so we're going to go through this one more time. Jamie Barkus qualifying first, Jesse Nekula second, Jeff Paisley third, Fry Hubbard fourth, Cameron Combs fifth, Will Paisley sixth, qualifying seventh, Michael Swink, Logan Sturgeon eighth, ninth, Justin Hendry, 10th, Joel Kilburn, 11th, Clint Reist. I went a little bit early there. William Griffith 12th, Joey Buscemi 13th, David Hall qualifying 14th, Elliot Longenecker 15th, Mickey Isaac 16th, Philip Manzo 17th in qualifying, 18th, Eric Santee.
19th, 79, Josh LOKENVITZ. The 20th, Brandon Wallace, Patrick Trepic, Bobby Rusk in the 22nd spot, Tyler Rice 23rd, Ray Cobb 24th, Tia Swink 25th, Zach Wilson, who did not qualify, starting 26th, Josh Oswald 27th, Richie Yeoman 28th, Chuck Phelps in that 29th spot, Anthony Cirillo 30th, Magic Mike Uribe 31st, Seamus McConnell, and the 04 Chud Bussett rounding out your 33-car field.
33 cars tonight. Let's see if all 33 are on track. It looks like currently not all 33 are on track. Maybe they're starting from pits to begin the race. And we're getting ready to go around this 3/4 mile 175 times tonight, and Jamie Barkus is going to lead us to the first one.
Short track race, and it's going to get violent. Pace car is off. Kick the tires and light the fires. We're going short track racing. Jamie Barkus got a good jump, followed by Will Paisley. He might even secure the second spot going into turn 1.
Yeah, he ran that high line through 1 and 2. Not sure if that was by choice or if he just made a mistake.
That looks like it was. He drove it in a little too hard, and the front end was pushing.
Jeff
Back down to
Paisley.
that traditional low line.
Yeah, Jeff Paisley able to take away that second position from Jesse Necula, but Jesse looking to fight back on that outside. We have a lot of battling going on for the second and fourth position going on. With the 15 of Cameron Combs looking to the inside now of Jesse Necula. Now side by side Will Paisley and Cameron Combs for that fourth position. So some nice battling to begin the race. Eventually it's going to get a little bit strung out single file, but you know, the older the tires get, the harder it's going to be able to pass somebody on this track.
Yeah, Will Paisley's got that old retro. It's weird to call it retro because it was like, what, 10, 12 years ago that Red Bull was in NASCAR?
Yeah. Definitely a nice
closer
looking
to 15, but yeah.
Nice looking paint scheme on that car. Forgot to bring up that. And
He's diving down low, going to work Cameron Combs for that third spot.
Yeah, these guys have been side by side for multiple laps on end now. Neither one of them wanting to give up that position, and kind of surprised at how long they've been side by side. That outside can be tough to handle with, but they're making it work here, especially 15 of Cameron Combs there on the outside.
Yeah, you got to be careful. That's a good way to eat up your tires early and then find yourself falling back.
As, yeah, he's going to lose that position, and now the 2 of Clint Reist looking to the inside. Oh, and the 15 goes high, and looks like Jesse Necula in the 29 is starting to get a little bit faster here. He's passed 2 or 3 cars now that we've seen. He's up. He's actually, looks like he's, oh no, sorry, that's Will Paisley. My apologies. Will Paisley up 3 positions from his initial start. He restarted, or started 6th. So he's looking fast here early on. And you mentioned it to me before we started racing, so we'll go check it out. The 8 of Joey Buscemi with the classic Budweiser scheme.
Yeah, the last time that iconic red and white Budweiser car won was right here at Richmond in 06. It was the final win for the number 8 Budweiser Chevrolet before moving to Hendrick Motorsports in 08.
And you know,
so it'd be really nice to see that car back in victory lane.
Yeah, and while we're sticking with the Earnhardt train here, it's not the you know, the number, but the 83 of David Hall with that nice blue and yellow Wrangler scheme.
Pretty much anyone sees that blue and yellow Wrangler, they automatically go to NASCAR.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just the effect that Dale Sr. had on the sport.
Yeah, he left a pretty big mark on the sport, and caution's out. I heard
45 around.
Josh LOKENVITZ as well. And the first caution comes out on lap 10. Let's go see what happened with these guys. So it might have been 2 separate accidents. We're here with LOKENVITZ right now, and I think I just saw him get loose out of the turn. Just gets loose and wrecks into the infield. You said the 45.
The 44 was sideways on the track.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, I see it now. Ray Cobb and the 44 of Philip Manzo. Let's see what happened to these two. This is definitely what brought the caution out. Josh LOKENVITZ was a separate accident, and the 44 was stopped, like you mentioned, stopped in the middle of the track. Oh, and he kind of disappeared, I guess. Well, we were going to see what happened with him. Oh, there he is, middle of the track. And, well, we didn't really get to see what happened leading up to it, but huge contact between him and the 45 there. Bringing out the first caution of the night.
12 laps in, I don't foresee anyone pitting unless they're in the back going to try and get some 12-lap fresher tires and do something with it.
And with this caution, we'll go ahead and bring up your points for this series. Fry Hubbard currently your points leader, 9 points over Patrick Drabick. And, well, this top 3, top 4, we've seen them around each other a lot in a lot of these races. They don't seem to get very far from each other, and that shows why they're top 4 in points. And right now, Fry Hubbard in the 7th position, Necula in the 5th.
Drabick is 13th, and Barkus, of course, is leading.
Yep, so right now, Drabick is the only one outside of the top 10, but he started 21st, and he's already gotten up to 13th. So I think for sure he'll find his way into the top 10 very soon.
Yeah, it's the biggest move of the race, 21st to 13th.
Let's go through some of these paint schemes real quick.
That's a good color combo in that car. I really like it.
See if we can't get a... I want to get a better shot of it, but a lot of these shots are just straight on. There we go.
TP1 works pretty good.
Yeah, that's a nice little paint scheme he's got there. Jeff Paisley. This, I can't remember.
The old Skull Bandit.
Yeah, that's a nice paint scheme right there. Definitely. I saw that one and it caught my eye. I liked it. Clint Reist. Trying to see what that is. All-Pro Auto Parts scheme. And then obviously you mentioned Will Paisley in that Red Bull paint scheme. I'm definitely a big fan of that Red Bull paint scheme, and it kind of stinks that it's not in NASCAR anymore. I liked when they were a part of it.
When Casey Kane drove the 4 car, I loved what they did with the 4. It was so cool.
We'll look at more as the night goes on. But right now, these guys are lined back up and getting ready to go racing once again. 15 laps in of a 150-lap race. And just look how many cars are on track right now. I mean, for a track like Richmond and next week a track like Martinsville, this can be a lot of cars for a short track. And Jamie Barkus, a great restart. He's going to get pretty far out from second place. And speaking of second place,
Reese got a good jump too. He might even get past 7 Will Paisley.
Yeah, looking to the inside. And
Will's going to drive by Jeff too.
Yeah, Will Paisley. Will and Jeff, father and son, looking to make some moves here at Richmond. Work together to get past that 7 car.
Yeah, they're not the only father-son duo in this league.
Oh, and looks like the 7 of Jeff made contact with the back of Clint Reist, and he's going to lose some positions now. As Will Paisley now looking at the back bumper of Clint Reist.
Looks like the 2 checked a little bit more than what the 7 was ready for.
Yeah, he's falling back to the 7th position. Oh, spinner on the backstretch. Not sure who that was.
I'm not sure who it was either.
The 45, Ray Cobb.
Yep. Looks like he just went around by himself.
Yeah, victim of that turn 2 exit and how loose it can be. Oh, he was high. Exiting the turn. It got loose from the jump. Was able to lock it up and really not make contact there. So nice job by him to at least not damage that vehicle. And now he's going again. See if we got any cars down pit road. Doesn't look like it just yet. Yeah, looks like nobody gonna go down pit road this time by. Oh, there we go. Some. Couldn't tell who that was. It might have been Chuck Phelps in the 75. He's just about the only taker.
Another good looking. There's two good looking throwbacks. They're nose to tail right now. 3. Michael Swink in the classic AOL. Was that Tim Green? In the old AOL 30. And then right behind him, the ever iconic.
Oh yeah.
It's weird to call that one a throwback because that movie was like 0405. And then right behind that, the 07, the old number 7, piloted by none other than Clint Boyer, who's famous at this track for a little weird situation, but
yeah, but
classic. Clint Boyer had a really tired arm.
Yeah, that's why he spun out. It wasn't on purpose. No, it's all right. Fry Hubbard behind him in that 9-machine McDonald's paint scheme.
Zach Wilson up to 16th. He's got the old Dale Jarrett scheme, but with the 51 instead of the 88. That was one of my favorite paint schemes as growing up.
And we'll take a quick second to look at your remaining schedule for the Xtreme Xfinity Series. Not next week, 2 weeks, starting off the new year, like I mentioned, Martinsville Speedway, 175 laps around that half-mile paperclip. And then we head to Darlington, 150 laps. That's going to be one interesting race. It's the third longest race of the season, behind Daytona, and then the championship race, Chicagoland Speedway. Another 150 lap race that will crown a champion, 225 miles. So finishing out the season with a couple of lengthy races for these guys.
Yeah, Darlington, you better beef up the right side of that car, because it's not a matter if you get your Darlington stripe, it's a matter of when you get your Darlington stripes.
Yeah, that's going to be one interesting race. And just to have Martinsville and Darlington back-to-back, that is quite the task for these guys to take on.
Yeah, if this was real life, there'd be a lot of unhappy body guys.
And lights are off in the pace car, so we're getting ready to have our second restart of the race. Jamie Barkus still your leader. Clint Reese, though, in the second position, up 9 spots from the initial start, looking to maybe get a good jump and take the lead away from Jamie. But Jamie, another great restart, and now Clint has to hold off Will Paisley there in the 93.
Yeah, Jamie Barkus kind of taking a page out of the book of Fry Hubbard. Just go as soon as the pace car leaves, because no one's going to expect it. But eventually, people are going to start to catch on.
Clint Reese looking to the inside. Thankfully, Will saw that coming, or else he would have chopped the nose off, and, well, we would have had our third caution of the race. Let's go back a little bit further in the field. Logan Sturgeon trying to hold off that 30 of Michael Swink. We saw them when we were talking about paint schemes, and Logan Sturgeon able to make that pass up to the 8th position where he started the race.
Patrick Jerbick got Fry Hubbard hot on his tail.
Jerbick, we mentioned him when he was in the 13th position, and now up to 9th. 12 spots from where he started in 21st. So he is a fast mover, and well, he has more spots to take.
Yeah, Will Paisley working underneath the 30. Zach Wilson hot on his tail, too. That's back there in the 13th spot.
Yeah, Zach Wilson, we always mention how fast he is, and he started 26th, so, I mean, already up 14 positions. He's the only person who's moved up more than Patrick Drabik, and, well, I think it's just a matter of when we'll see him near the lead than if we will. Because no matter what track it is, we always seem to see Zach Wilson fighting for the lead.
Oh yeah, the man can drive anything with 4 wheels, and some with 2 and some with none. Like he's raced in the dirt in the Tuesday Night Dirt Invaders, and he comes in, it's like, oh, I don't know how good I'm gonna do, guys. I'm just gonna do this fun top 3.
Yeah. William Griffith, if you look at the back of that car, looks like he's had an unfriendly visit back there. And Zach Wilson also able to make a move on Logan Sturgeon. Logan kind of caught on that outside and can't really go anywhere. Now the 0-1 looking to the bottom, but it looks like Sturgeon will get the opening he's been looking for, and he's going to be able to maintain that 13th position. Josh Oswald passing David Hall back here for the 16th position. And Tia Swank going to follow him.
Were they?
And Tia Swank spinning Josh Oswald. And they're able to keep it straight. Josh Oswald kind of used Tia Swank's car to get back going straight.
I think that was a bit of a racing incident.
Yeah, just a little bit of accidental contact.
Tremendous driving from Josh Oswald to keep that thing straight.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
There's no 2 ways about it. That 17, he's a wheelman.
Up here in the second position, Will Paisley looking to the inside of Clint Reist. That's going to be a tough battle, and you know it. Clint Reist going to fight as hard as he can on that outside. I think we've seen it already from him tonight. So, but speaking, I mean, as quickly as I say that, he just kind of lets him have it and kind of just settles in that third position as he saw Cameron Combs coming behind him. And, well, speaking of Cameron, he's looking to the inside. Not going to be able to get there just yet.
Yeah, I mean, we're 35 laps into on these tires. I'm sure they're starting to get hot and greasy.
Yeah, this is either Clint, starting to lose tires and it's just not coming to him, or maybe he's just taking it easy and just wait until a later time to go harder, but he's able to maintain that third position. Drabik up to the 6th position now, passing Justin Hendry. So he's getting ever so closer to that top 5. Jeff Paisley in front of him in the 7. So Drabik,
7 and 7.
One of the guys trying to fight for a championship this season, finding his way back close to the top 5. Definitely does not want to see Jamie Barkas. Nobody fighting for the championship, including Fry Hubbard, wants to see Jamie Barkas leading this race right now.
Yeah, Fry's just kind of hanging out around that 10th spot, not getting too carried away.
Yeah, you see him in that McDonald's paint scheme back there, bright red. Pretty hard to miss. Obviously not a terrible thing. Only 38 laps in of a 150-lap race. It's not going to kill you to be in 10th on lap 38. We'll see if he's able to start moving forward once this race progresses. And speaking of progressing, Patrick Drabik looking, I was going to say look to the inside of Jeff Paisley, but being a little patient. He gets a really good run through the turn and off the turn. You'll see that it looks like Jeff has a faster entrance, and the 07 kind of diamonds it and gets a really good run off.
Yeah, pretty common practice for short trackers to dime the corner off.
Oh!
Just a tiny little contact there.
Oof, close call there. And Zach Wilson in the 7th position looking to take that 6th spot away from Jeff Paisley.
There wasn't contact there. I thought there was.
The top 2 fastest movers throughout this race so far are about to be 5th and 6th. Patrick Derbick and Zach Wilson, as Wilson's able to complete that pass over Jeff Paisley. Now let's see if Patrick Derbick's going to be making more progress, or will Zach Wilson catch Derbick and pass him. Currently, though, Jamie Barkus still leading this race, and Will Paisley right on his tail. The top 3, really the top 4, are really close together.
Looks like Will's got to run off the bottom. He's going to have, gets a little squirrely there. He's going to have the inside line here at the corner. Jamie Barkus got enough to fight back. They're side by side at the stripe still. Clint Reese is going to follow Barkus on the high line around, though.
Clint Reese going to try to take advantage of these two being side by side to try to take that 2nd position away now from Derbick, as Will Paisley hasn't secured the lead yet, but it looks like he might be able to out of the turn. New leader at Richmond Raceway.
Got him cleared.
Will Paisley and Clint Reese following him. So the top 2 has changed. Ooh, Jamie Barkus fighting back, and ooh, you saw Will Paisley get a little squirrely there. Even the fastest of guys are still going to get squirrely on exit here.
Yeah, these Xfinity cars don't have a whole lot as far as aerodynamics, especially downforce on the rear, so they get squirrely easy, especially in turbulent air.
Jamie Barkus now potentially falling back to the 4th position. Cameron Combs there to take that away.
Yeah, these lap cars are just not following in his favor.
Oh, he's fighting back on the inside, though. He'll try to take that 3rd position back away from Cameron Combs. And, I mean, these top 4 will not get away from each other. Can put them under a blanket right now.
Yeah, here comes Jamie Barkus back on the low side. Going to get under the 2.
Oh, you see the 2 getting the wall there. Jamie Barkus going to try to take advantage of it. He's not able to just yet, but
able to get to his door.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised with how low of an entrance he had. I didn't think he had a chance, but he actually got to his rear quarter panel there.
Yeah, he dove it in there hard enough you could almost hear the Stuka sirens.
Still looking at that inside bumper, and here comes Cameron Combs once again.
Cameron Combs going to make something work on that high side almost.
And while these 2/3 cars are battling, Will Paisley starting to pull away with the lead.
Yeah, that's exactly what he wants to see. Those guys battle it out and slow them down.
Will Paisley last week at Watkins Glen pulling off the win there, and a dominant one at that. And, well, he's looking to make it a 2-peat.
Yeah, 1/3 of the way through.
You see the lead he has over the 2 of Clint Reese right now. Caution's out.
Somebody said wreck at 4.
I'm going to try to sort through the names here to try to find who that was on. Philip Manzo has some damage. I'm not sure if that was from previous wrecks.
The 30 called it out. That was wreck at 4 somewhere. I'm not seeing anything.
Ooh. Anthony Cirillo has a lot of damage to the front end of that car.
I think that was from prior, because when he went a lap down, I noticed that was missing.
No, I see him. It's blinking out, but I see him hitting the wall, but it's blinking out. Oh, that might be Joel Kilburn. I think he might have gotten turned. No, I don't think it's him. No, he's up in the 9th position. I saw somebody getting turned, and I'm trying to find out who it was. Oh, the 12, William Griffith.
The 12.
All right, let's finally check out what happened here. Looks like a blinker got to his back end. Looked like a little bit of netcode as well, turning him around. And we have cars down pit road now. Just about everybody on the lead lap, if not actually everybody on the lead lap.
Yeah, 52 laps. I'm sure it's right there in the fuel window. We weren't too far away from seeing green flag stops, I'm willing to bet.
Clint Reese comes out with the lead over Jeff Paisley, or Will Paisley, sorry. So a nice pit stop by him is going to gain him the lead.
Yeah, it came out about the same order they came in, except for race to the point.
Well, if you are new to the Original Rebels Racing League, or the broadcast from us, here is the series, and there are a couple of others that you can find. I don't think I have a new graphic for it, but there's a couple of new series that are going on that you can find if you actually join the Discord. But here's the 4 main series. The Sunday Night Truck Series, brought to you by Intensity Broadcasting. You can check them out on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Friday Night Xtreme Xfinity Series, which you're watching tonight, every Friday night. Of course, the Christmas break coming up, so no races next week other than what I'm going to segue to, Tuesday Night Dirt Invader Series, run by our very own Alex Veith. So that'll be this Tuesday. And then the Saturday Night Send It Cup Series tomorrow night. Make sure to check that out. And then, yeah, like I mentioned, next week, other than the Dirt Invader Series, all the series will be shut down for the week. Bye week, you can call it. So, but if you're interested in joining, the Friday night and Sunday night are closed up, but the Tuesday Night Dirt Invader Series and the Saturday Night Send It Cup Series are still recruiting, along with the sister league of the Thunderstruck Super Series. So definitely look those up on iRacing or Facebook or any of that sort, and we can get you in the Discord and racing as soon as the new year. So if you're interested, again, make sure to do that. As we should be getting the 1 to go signal here, maybe. There the lap cars go look like. I thought they were, but I guess not. Yep, there they go. Okay. And it's going to be tough for these.
Some guys get a little curious, like, why am I passing the pace car?
It's interesting with these waiver rounds. It's such a short track that these pace laps are not long, so it doesn't give you a long time to get caught back up to the back of the field. Clint Reese now the control car. The pace car's off. And Clint Reese held them a lot longer than Jamie Barkus really has this entire race.
They're side by side for third. That's about the only battle. Well, they're from third on back. They're side by side. I take that back.
Yeah, Patrick Jerbick and Zach Wilson. Oh, and the 15 Cameron Combs.
Oh, Quex Jerbick too. No caution yet. No caution.
And now it's out.
The caution. That was big. Cold tires.
All right, let's go. I mean, we kind of saw it on broadcast already, but we're definitely going to go check it out more.
Nope, single spin. What happened to the 07?
Oh, he's single spin as well. It looked like. Yeah, he got on the apron.
2 separate incidents.
Yeah, Drabik got loose onto the apron, and he's able to not make any contact.
They're pretty well both synchronized, but
I'm kind of surprised their caution came out. It might have just been how slow Drabik was, or maybe it was a thrown caution by admins. I'm not sure.
It does not look like an admin thrown caution as far as the little chat thing goes.
Kind of surprised by that. You know, he was kind of slow on the apron, but I felt like he was out of danger and he had it collected back. There shouldn't have been a caution, but caution does come out, and we can't change the fact
Crash
that
was
happened.
the 99-17
Oh, okay.
to race control.
So maybe that's why the caution came out then.
And it was not a admin thrown.
Yeah, that 99 car looks pretty damaged on that front end. Oof. Oh, man. Magic Mike kind of came in and clipped his left rear, spinning those two out. Bringing out another caution. Looks like we have... I thought we had one car. Cameron Combs down pit road. Looks like...
Yeah, I think both guys who slid their tires probably just went in to double check, make sure they didn't get any damage, and throw another fresh set of rubbers on.
Yeah, you see Cameron Combs and Patrick Drabik, who were close together when they both spun out, but they were somehow separate incidents. So, like you mentioned, pretty synchronized spins. But both cars able to keep it out of the wall, not wreck themselves entirely, and just go get, like you said, new tires and get back out there and try to, well, for Patrick Drabik, try to gain all the positions that he just gained back. He had moved up from his 21st qualifying spot to about 5th or 6th, and, well, he's going to be restarting 18th, so he's going to have to regain that all back.
That Cameron Combs starting 19th.
Yeah, I was talking about Patrick Drabik.
Yeah, started 5th, is backed out to 19th.
Yeah, I mean, Drabik has kind of, you know, he's already done it once, like I mentioned, so he knows how it is, but Cameron Combs is going to be new to racing through the pack, so we'll see what he's able to do on this next restart. We're under 100 laps to go now here at Richmond Raceway.
Zach Wilson has cracked the top 5.
Yeah, you see him there on the outside, the 51. Joel Kilburn and Justin Hendry side by side for 5th and 6th back there. And your points leader, it looks like he's 12th or 10th. So we saw him in 10th earlier, and he's been able to maintain that spot throughout.
Yeah, I mean, granted, I probably wants to get up there and win, but consistency's key.
First time we've really seen that good of a jump from the outside in the second position, but still just no match for the leader's jump as Clint Reese to the lead, and now Will Paisley having to fight off Jamie Barkis. Zach Wilson secures that. Yeah, he secures that 4th position.
And I believe he races in the MPI series with the 85 of Justin Hendry. So maybe Hendry wants to show Zach Wilson that he's not the only fast one.
Caution. Oh, Anthony Cirillo. I think that's the damage he already had. Trying to look through the pack and see who this is on. See if you can't find who that was on.
01.
Mickey Isaac.
Yeah. That might not be the caution causing incident, but he
Oh, it looked like I hate how in iRacing, it seems like every time we do this series, it likes to glitch out when I'm looking for wrecks. So there's wrecking. So we're going to... The 44
Looks like
Philip
there's multiple
Manzo.
incidents.
Yeah. Start off Philip Manzo here. Already wrecking in front of them. Cameron Combs. And then Manzo trying to avoid it gets into Mike Uribe. So Cameron Combs having to deal with being back in the pack for the first time. And, well, he's spun around there. See, he's in pit road right now, it looks like. Or nope, there he is.
If you're unsure, I think these guys are on the... If you're unsure if your wreck's going to cause a caution, just have 2 or 3 more people do the same thing.
Yeah, we've had some synchronized wrecking tonight. So
I think when we get a nice like 5 or 6 green flag laps where these tires can get some heat in them, people can kind of get their nerves calmed down. I think we'll be set for a while.
So Derbick was able to go up from 17th to 13th on that restart, and Cameron Combs, a part of that wreck, going to be restarting, looks like 17th on this next restart. Fry Hubbard up to the 9th spot. There's Mr. Fry Hubbard. Jesse Necula in that Sonics paint scheme.
Fry Hubbard with the head fake down pit road. I love that's my favorite part about official racing and like the trucks. Like once you start getting cautions, they're gonna be a caution lap 3. Like the whole field's gonna fake like they're gonna go down and like, oh, I got you.
That Coca-Cola paint scheme for William Griffith.
I'm not sure who that'd be a throwback for, just something he put together.
Yeah. There's Derbick right behind him in the 13th position, like we mentioned. Lights are off on the pace car. These guys are going to get it lined up 2 by 2. And we're going to see if they can do what you mentioned and get 6 or 7 laps on these tires just to get them heated up and, you know, the nerves shaken out of your body, and maybe get some more green flag laps together. Not only did Fry fake going down pit road, he's doing what some people hate to see, and that's warm up tires. I'm not sure why they hate to see it, but some people just do not like you warming up your tires in iRacing.
Yeah, well, there's some people in iRacing who think warming up their tires means, I've seen it everywhere. I've seen them take it from the wall to the line, wall to the line, wall to the line. And then we start filing up for double file, and they're still going wall to line, and they just obliterate somebody in the wall.
Oh, you hate to see it. Yeah, I'm one that'll warm his tires up if I'm bored, but I definitely don't do wall to line, and caution is out once again. See where that was. I heard tires screeching, and it turned out to be the pace car's tires.
Yeah, pace car drivers in iRacing, they really push their vehicles to the limit.
You see him warming up his tires there a little bit. Wall to the line.
back-to-back cautions is a single file restart.
Did you ever see who that wreck happened to be on?
I did not.
Eric Santee in pit road. Not sure if that was on him, though. I think he's just doing a regular pit stop. So, yeah, I'm not sure who that was on.
There's a series on YouTube. I don't know if you've seen it. It's basically a radioactive for the ARCA series. It's called the ARCA Break Weekly.
I have not seen it. I have seen radioactive for the Cup series, but I have not seen that.
Yeah, it's usually for the bottom split ARCA race for the week.
Oh, really?
Oh, it is quality content at its finest.
I can imagine.
Because it's the bottom split D-class ARCA racing where the guys think that they are Dale Sr. and
No
Jimmy
cautions.
Johnson.
No cautions as well.
No cautions. There's it's bottom split, so you can count on there being a track blocker wreck in like turn 1 at Kentucky.
I actually have to check that out after this race for sure. That sounds more interesting than the actual NASCAR radioactives. David Hall down pit road, but I think that's just a pit stop for tires. I tell you, my iRacing live timing does not glitch as much as any other series when we're doing the Xtreme Xfinity series. I don't know why, but it just is not like Friday night racing.
It's like, oh, we're doing a broadcast. It'd be a shame if, I don't know, I didn't want to work.
Yeah, because like sometimes when I click on somebody else, we'll go over to Joel Kilburn here. It's not doing it now, but like it'll just completely, like Clint Reese's name will just fall and it'll be all the lead. So I'll click on whoever it shows in the lead and it'll appear back up. And I have it so that it shows all the cars on track, but for some reason it does not want to work. So got to continue to try to figure that out. I set the amount of cars that it can see on iRacing so that I wouldn't do this, and I'm not sure if that's the case of why it's doing it, but it just does not like me on Friday nights apparently.
I tried to do that Watkins Glen, and my computer's like, no, we're not doing this. Sorry, sir, I do not have enough processing power to complete this command.
And did you mention it would be single file?
Yes.
All right. Lights are off on the pace car.
And then my computer proceeded to tell me it was unhappy by turning every fan of my case onto VTOL takeoff mode.
I bet you could hear them all going off then.
Everything was hunky-dory for like 2 laps, and it's like my computer's lifting off the ground.
We've seen this work before, though. We've seen some of these series at short tracks go single file, and then you kind of see a longer green flag run just because you're not 2x2 going into turn 1 as you usually have been, and it can kind of clean up the racing. Clint Reese is off, and I mean, he definitely likes the single file restarts. There's nobody to battle him for the lead going into turn 1. Joel Kilburn on the outside of Jeff Paisley for the 6th position.
Jeff Paisley, he's worked his way back up there after some contact and some misfortune.
I got a little nervous there. Jeff Paisley dove it in and almost made contact with Joel Kilburn's left front, but he's able to keep it clean, and he's going to move up to that 6th position. But yeah, he I think hit the wall earlier, and that's what caused him to lose positions, and he's fought back to that 6th spot. And Zach Wilson in front of him, 5th right now, trying to pass Justin Hendry for the 4th position.
Oh.
Caution.
Caution, and just as Jeff Paisley gets in the wall. I'm not seeing.
These have been mystery cautions because they've been nowhere near the leaders. Joel Kilburn is. It's shown him
529. He just said he got loose and went around, I think.
Anthony Cirillo. Don't tell me he's gonna disappear just as soon as the wreck's happening. And we should catch in. Yep, there it is. He spun around on the backstretch, bringing out that caution. And lap 81 of 150. Even with the caution laps, this race is going by pretty quickly. They're having 40-second caution laps, so I mean that explains. I mentioned it last night when we were at Nashville that these guys are running pace lap times that you would run qualifying at Daytona. So I mean that kind of shows the differences between these half-mile to three-quarter-mile tracks to 2.5-mile tracks likes of Daytona. Three cars down pit road currently. Looks like Mickey Isaac, David Hall, and Joey Buscemi.
As we cross the line, got one to go. Your top five is still the two of Clint Reese, Will Paisley, the 93, Jimmy Barkus, and then the 69 top three, Justin Hendry fourth, Zach Wilson 26th. The fifth place is up 21 spots in the fifth. In the fifth spot, Jeff Paisley back inside the top 10 and sitting in sixth. And Necula seventh, Fish Sturgeon, 8th, William Griffith. Still on the pace car. I thought they went off. And then, Patrick Jabek in the 11th. He's up 20 spots. Cameron Combs, he's up to 13th. Tia Swink, he's a big mover too, up from 25th to the 12th spot.
Yeah, we're starting to see more and more big movers. Chuck Phelps back here in the 75, up 14 spots from his initial start, up in the 15th position. And right behind him, Josh the Jet Oswald in the 16th position.
Yeah, I was about to bring up Chuck. He's a good dude. I don't know if you got the chance to race with him, but he is probably one of the most polite people I've ever come across on iRacing.
Yeah, that can be kind of hard to find nowadays, or any time. Not to put a bad name on iRacing, but there can be some ragers on iRacing.
I come up, I raced with him another week. I came up and I doored him out of a corner, just like barely touched him, and he apologized to me.
Oh man, that's something you definitely don't see. Is we're off racing. Clint Reese holding off Will Paisley for the lead in turn 1 and 2 down the back stretch. Oh, that froze up. Oh, caution is out. Wow, my iRacing is freezing up a lot right now. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Uh-oh, here comes the stack up, waiting on the pace car. So another caution on lap 86 of 150. Jamie Barkus down pit road. Or no, it was showing him down pit road. Huh, not sure why it did that. Never mind. Showing David Hall. We'll see if he's actually... Wow, my iRacing is just glitching a lot right now. So yeah, David Hall looks like he is in pit road currently. He's gonna head off the pit road there. Clint Reese still your race leader in that 2-car All-Pro Auto Parts scheme. Zach Wilson up. We've mentioned him throughout the race. Zach Wilson up 22 spots in that 4th position. Now looking to find his way into the top 3 and potentially fight for the lead. I don't know why my computer just started freaking out, but I think we're okay now. Looks like we have... I don't know why it keeps showing people down pit road and then they're not actually down pit road.
And we're down to 22 cars in the lead lap. Elliott Longnecker started 15th, now 22nd is the last car in the lead lap.
And we should, I would think, get the lights off on the pace car. Signal these guys. And yep, lights are off, and Will Paisley looks ready to go green flag racing. He wants to try to take that lead away and take it back from Clint Reese. He had it for a little while, but Clint Reese beating him off pit road earlier in this race has him the control car right now.
Yeah, another person who probably wants to get back up there and resume the point is the 69, Jamie Barkus. He's just kind of hanging back in 3rd place and let these guys kind of wear each other out.
And Clint Reese is off green flag racing. Front 2 separated themselves pretty nicely from 3rd place Jamie Barkus.
I'm not sure if he was looking up at his rear mirror watching.
Thought we had wrecking behind him, and we do. Heavy wrecking. Justin Hendry a part of it. Sorry to cut you off there, man, but I saw that in the corner of my eye. We're definitely going to go check out what happened here. Ooh, looks like Justin Hendry may be getting loose by himself. Oh, no, he does not. Jeff Paisley into the back end of that car. Logan Sturgeon, Jesse Necula. A lot of cars a part of that. And another caution is out. Jeff Paisley just maybe didn't know that he was going to check up that much and tap the right rear. And
yeah, it looks like he was going to go try to work the high line.
Sent him around. Coming to lap 100 soon, 7 laps away of a 150 lap race here at Richmond Raceway for the Xtreme Xfinity Series.
Anyways, as I was saying on the restart, it looked like the two waited. He saw the 93 kind of get a run, like he was going to try and jump the start, and held it till the 93 had to get on the brakes and kind of back it up, and then he went.
Yeah, that's.
I'm not sure if that's what he wanted to do, but that's what it looked like to me. And if that's what it looked cool.
Yeah, that's kind of the mind games you got to play when you're the leader, keeping them off your tracks in terms of when you're going to go in the restart. You can't make it so that you're restarting the same every time, or they're gonna notice that and they're gonna time the restart to where they can get to you. So you got to go at different times every restart, really, just to make sure that they don't get a really good jump on you on the restarts.
I think we'd almost be coming up on pit stops. I think Fry went down, didn't he? Did I see that?
Fry
Hubbard went down. He's in 22nd.
I think he might have also. I don't know if he got a little bit of damage from that last wreck or not, but if not, that's just kind of like the call that he's gonna make to come down pit road in lap 94. It probably was. So that's gonna put him pretty far back in the field.
Unless it's some kind of advanced fuel strategy that he's drummed up. Because somebody had to go teach Fry how to save tires and made him a weapon.
I don't know who that was. These guys are getting ready to go racing once again. And we're going to see when Clint Reese goes and if Will Paisley's able to time it off. And, well, he just disappeared on my screen. There he is. And was able to get a good enough jump to, Will Paisley's not able to get to him in turn 1 and 2. And for now, Clint Reese will hold that lead spot. Jamie Barkas trying to hold off Zach Wilson here. Another caution.
Magic Mike around.
Well, Alex, cautions breed cautions, and tonight that is definitely held true.
Cautions are bleeding like rabbits tonight.
And yeah, it looks like probably a self spin there. Yeah, he's all alone. Entering the turn, and while he starts losing it early, and it just keeps on going, and a little bit of help from Eric Santee there, but Santee not a lot of room.
Yeah, the damage is already done there.
Yeah. Santee really just had nowhere to go there. He was already on the bottom, and, well, not super heavy contact there, but a decent amount of contact for Eric there. If I had Sim Racing apps open, I'd tell you how many cautions we've had now, but I don't have the access to that anymore. But I can tell you we've had a lot of cautions tonight, and well, that's kind of helped with the fuel for these guys in terms of pit strategies, and really for tires as well. I mean, you haven't really needed you haven't had to pit for tires very often just because the cautions have been coming so often.
Yeah, I think I strongly doubt that it will be even with these cautions, it'll be a 1-lap race. I think we're going to need one more stop, probably within next 10 to 15 laps.
Yeah, we'll see if we see those guys coming down pit road, like you mentioned, next 10, 15, 20 laps.
I mean, if we're under caution, you might as well go down and take a fresh set of stickers.
Yeah.
Just so you got fresh tire, fresh rubber for the last 30.
Yeah, definitely. If you can get a 20-lap run and start wearing those tires off more, I definitely think we'll see everybody start to come down pit road more. Clint Reese, definitely one person that's kind of benefited from these cautions and pace laps. Is it hasn't been too hard for him to hold on to the lead, and I'm not saying that he wouldn't hold on to it, you know, if we were green flag racing, but these pace laps don't hurt him at all because, you know, nobody can take that lead away from you unless you pit when you're pacing. So
yeah, surefire way to lead the most laps of the race. Which I think at this point, I think the pace car's coming up on it too.
I think so. Zach Wilson back there in the 4th position. We haven't seen him up near the lead yet, and well, with all these cautions, he hasn't really had a chance. He was on the back bumper of Jamie Barkas there when that caution came out, but he's just not able to get enough green flag laps together to make his way towards the lead if he can. So he's one person that's definitely hoping that we start getting some more green flag laps combined here. Whoops, didn't mean to. Well, that popped up on my screen and it won't close. There we go.
This caution is brought to you by Call of Duty Warzone.
Yeah, right?
It's like PUBG, but different.
But different. Call of Duty, don't take down my stream, please. As Clint Reese, the 2 is off.
Takes off as soon as the pace car leaves.
Green flag racing, a great restart. Will Paisley second. Jamie Barkas on the outside of Zach Wilson now for that 3rd position. And Zach Wilson successfully able to make that pass on the inside. And oh, Jamie Barkas is around with the help of Jeff Paisley. Caution. Let's
yeah.
We're going to take a little bit of a different angle at this. We're going to go into the gearbox. Just take a quick look at what happened here. Jeff dives in really deep and, well, spins him around. Bringing out another caution here at Richmond Raceway.
You know, that's really uncharacteristic of Jeff Paisley. I think it'd really help him if he could just kind of calm down, get his nerve. Ever since he's hit that wall, he's just been kind of off.
And the pace car out there going to lead some more laps here. And now Zach Wilson up to that top 3 position, and we're going to start to see what he has for these front 2. Also, Patrick Drabick up to the 6th spot after wrecking earlier. Looking for Cameron Combs 2 positions back from him in the 8th position.
Oof. Jamie Bark is all the way back to the 23rd spot.
You see him on pit road there, and he's actually going to go a lap down now. Very unfortunate for that car, and very unfortunate for him in the points. You got to think about that as well. In the battle for the points lead, with going a lap down with Fry Hubbard being in
19th.
Fry Hubbard's 19th. Oh, he got in that as well. So yeah, Fry Hubbard and Jamie Barkus really not benefiting from this race right now. But you look at the other side of it, Jesse Nekula, Patrick Drabik's 5th and 6th right now. So I can't remember. I think Fry has a 9-point lead over Drabik. So
yes, I believe so. Somewhere in that.
Yeah, so Drabik right now, like I said, in the 6th position, so he would currently take the points lead, I believe, because also Jesse Nekula you got to worry about now. He's looks like he's 33 points behind. So yeah, Jamie Barkus coming in, he was 11 points behind Fry Hubbard, and right now he is 13 positions ahead of him, I believe. So he would, if the race ended right now, he would be in the points lead. But
yeah, it'd be quite the point shakeup.
But of course, the race does not end on lap 107; it ends on lap 150. So still a lot can happen here in this race.
Yeah, it's kind of where the consistency can play in.
Yeah, Josh Oswald 5th in the points. He's currently 9th, so, you know, he's 30-some-odd points out, and so that can be kind of hard to come back from with 2 races left. But, I mean, a good start to it is getting a top 10 finish at least tonight, and he's 9th right now.
I've run many of short 8 to 10 series races, especially in motocross, and one bad race with no throwout races, one bad race could literally throw away your entire season.
Yeah, absolutely. And
big stack up.
Yeah, Will Paisley on the back bumper of Clint Reese was expecting him to go sooner, and he didn't. And you know, you can't blame Clint Reese for that. He can go when he wants, but you know, up until that green flag drops. So big stack
Will
up there.
was kind of a pinball there between the 2 and the 51 there.
Another caution is out, and it is the 01 of Mickey Isaac turned around, and I don't see anybody else, so it might be a 1-car spin. Oh, I think it might have been. He might have been helped here. Yeah, the 8 bumps him in the left rear and spins that car around, and contact there. Ooh, big contact. Bringing out another caution in tonight's race. And nobody going on pit road. And with all these cautions, why go on pit road? You know, if we're just going to keep pacing, no sense in going, at least right now.
Yep, shut them off. Post what you can.
Once again, Clint Reese really just benefiting from all these caution laps, leading the race, and with it being single file restarts, he at least gets out with the lead to begin the restart. And well, with how these cautions have been coming, you only really have about 1 or 2 laps until the next caution has come out. So you see Jimmy Barkus getting his lap back there. So that's really benefiting him right now. Coming under 40 laps to go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you thought you saw some short track racing tonight with, you know, the carnage we've had coming up, Martinsville next week, so, or 2 weeks from now, so no break for these guys in terms of short, close racing.
It's gonna be violent.
Especially if we have a 30-car turnout at Martinsville. That's a lot of cars for such a short track. So, I mean, that's obviously a shorter track than this one is. So, got to be an interesting one for sure. 150 laps for that race.
Yeah, for Martinsville, you better put on a really stiff back bumper because it's going to get used.
As we pull up your schedule here, like we mentioned, Martinsville Speedway to begin off 2021. And then Darlington Raceway, Raceway a week later, 150 laps, 195 miles. And then 225 miles at Chicagoland Speedway, 150 laps to crown a champion for the Xtreme Xfinity Series. So, a 10-week series, which feels like it started yesterday, already coming down to 3 weeks left after tonight.
Yeah, it's time flies when you're having fun, and I'm sure some of these guys can say the same thing.
I don't know. If you ask them after tonight, some of them might say that they didn't have very much fun tonight. But
No, that's why I said some. I'm sure if you ask anybody in the top 5, 10, like, yeah, the race is good. But I'm sure if you talk to people like Jamie Barkus and Jamie Barkus probably not having a good night.
He was having a good night until that spin there. But, ultimately where you finish is kind of dictates how you felt about the race, So, yeah, he's definitely not too happy right now in terms of where he is back in the 23rd position. Fry Hubbard in the 18th right now, so he didn't really have any chance to move up since the caution came out so early. Pace car is off, and, well, a better restart this time. We didn't have a pinball effect, though, there, so Clint Reese a great restart, and Will Paisley once again behind him. Zach Wilson third, Jeff Paisley fourth, and Jesse Necula your top 5.
And some of these guys who race all 3 series in the Xfinity, the Cup, and the Truck are not getting a short track break at all, really, because the Saturday Night Send It and the Rebels Truck Series were at North Wilkesboro.
Yeah, and I think if you want like a representation of what your car could look like after a short track, just go ahead and look at Cameron Combs' back end, and that kind of explains what short track can do to your car. Is the back end of that car is completely missing.
Like all NASCAR races, aerodynamic is a priority. Where it falls on a short track is somewhere in the top 20 as far as priority goes.
Yeah, and Cameron Combs currently in the 7th position behind Jesse Necula. Him and Jerbick have kind of not, next to each other, but they've fought back through the entire pack after wrecking earlier to come back to the 5th and 7th position. William Paisley looking to try to come take the lead away from Clint Reese, but Reese looks like he has a good car under him right now, and Zach Wilson back in the 3rd position looks like he's just being patient. Still 30 laps to go right now, so I think you have a little bit of time to be patient, but laps are gonna tick by pretty quickly here at Richmond. So if he has enough speed for these guys, it's gonna have to be soon.
Yeah, let's see guys to maybe get side by side and battle and kind of burn their tires off.
Here comes William Paisley closing that gap for the lead. Winner of last week trying to repeat here at Richmond Raceway. If he can repeat, that'd definitely be impressive because it's at completely two different ways of racing. One is a 2.5 mile road course, and then the next is a 3/4 mile short track. So
yeah, it'll definitely be a statement win.
Yeah, he really dives into the turn and gets a little loose there, but he's able to keep that car under him. Under 30 laps to go now. Clint Reese is your leader, and he's led a lot of the laps that, have kind of been caution-filled laps, but he's proving right now that, spinner on there on the apron. He's proving right now that he can lead the green flag laps as well, so impressive showing by him, but definitely not over as William Paisley and Zach Wilson pretty close behind him. Lap cars right in front of him. And that's going to help William Paisley out a lot as he's going to look to the inside for the lead.
Clint Reese not quite going to give it up as they're side-by-side going down the backstretch. Zach Wilson just kind of going to hang out and be patient. Oh, less than a car length between all three right there.
Yeah, Zach Wilson, I think he's going to be a little careful here and wait to see if these guys wreck each other racing for the lead. As William Paisley looking there to the inside, just not able to make it happen just yet.
Yeah, Clint Reese really worked to secure that bottom line because once you get up top, you're going to get driven around.
He has to hold on for 25 laps in order to win this race, and he's doing a good job of it so far. And now William Paisley falling back to Zach Wilson a little bit. It's either that or Zach Wilson's catching up to him. It might be both. So
Zach Wilson looked like he was gonna try and make a run down low, but Will Paisley kind of blocked it off. Tremendous run down in 3 and 4 by Zach Wilson there.
Yeah, great racing for the lead to close out this race. And
they're side by side going down the backstretch. I think this will be right where Will Paisley secures the lead. Not quite.
Lap car is going to come into play here.
Come into play. Ooh, big checkup.
Clint Reese is going to lose 2 spots now. Zach Wilson to the second position, and well, just really unlucky timing for Clint Reese.
Yeah, really used that lap car as a pick. That was a textbook block with using a lapper.
And you can't really blame the lapper. He was just keeping his line. It was just really smart from William Paisley to really just keep Clint Reese in that outside line and get him trapped, like you mentioned, behind that lap car. Now here comes Zach Wilson. Caution is out. Zach Wilson did not want to see that caution.
Yeah, that was the break that Clint was looking for, though.
It looks like we have a spinner on the apron there. Showing Brandon Wallace in the pits, so I think it's him. Oh, Brandon Wallace into the barrels at the entrance of pit road. It did not look like a pleasant wreck at all. Oh, it looks like
67. He got.
Oh, just went in way too hard and gets in the left rear. A love tap there and then into the barrels. And, well, he tries to get out of them and it only makes the situation worse.
Those barrels are really sticky.
He's doing burnouts in the barrels right now. There's nowhere to go for him.
For those of you who have raced at Lanier, I was doing a hosted race on the paved street stocks there, and I watched a guy in front of me. He was battling for like fourth, and the two guys touch, and the guy at the bottom got sent down to those barrels and impaled himself on the barrels at like 60 some odd mile an hour, whatever, and it was big.
I want to point something out to you real quick, Alex. Zach Wilson down pit road along with, looks like 12th on back. So a little bit of pit strategy here with 20 laps to go. We're going to see how this works out for him. I think Zach's going to restart 12th. So fresh tires against older tires, fairly older tires. But can he pass 11 cars?
Bick, Jeff Paisley, Cameron Combs, and William Griffith, Michael Swink, Josh Oswald, Tia Swink, Fry Hubbard, of course, stayed out. Joey Bashimi in the top 10. Jamie Barkas stayed out. He's back up to 11th. And then Zach Wilson in 12th, which starts the fresh tires.
Yeah, Jamie Barkas, when he got that lucky dog, I'm pretty sure you can pit when you get the lucky dog, so I think he pit then, and so that's why he stayed out there. If we look at, well, let's see if we can't scroll through here.
Josh Oswald and Tia Swank on 131 lap old tires.
So we're going to check out Jamie Barkas here. So, no, he didn't pit when he got that lucky dog. He pit 80 laps ago with everybody else. So, yeah. I thought he might have pit when he got the lucky dog, but I guess not.
Josh Oswald up 20 spots by staying out.
Yep, differing pit strategies coming into play tonight with that late race caution. And, I mean, the question is, can Zach Wilson pass 11 cars in what will be probably 16 laps to go?
Yeah, the father-son duo are going to start 1-3.
Yeah, they would be nose to tail, but single file restarts tonight, so.
I think I seen it went back double file.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, nope, back to single file.
I was thinking maybe they did double file just for the late race restart cause, but.
Nope, they're stacking up double file.
Yeah, you're right. Making it just that more interesting here for this late race caution.
As I kind of hinted earlier, the Paisley's is not the only father-son combo in this league. I think there's at least 2 more sets now.
Yeah.
You and your dad Sam, and now my dad, me and my dad Mike.
Oh, really?
Yep, he's got the bug.
Oh, the iRacing bug?
Oh yeah.
I was making sure I wasn't laughing about like a real life, but I was like, oh no.
Nope, oh, the Paces are 1-2.
Yeah, Patrick Jubik there in the 3rd position. And we have a lot of chaos going on back here. 3 wide. I don't think this is gonna work. Zach Wilson on those fresh tires. He is going. He is currently in the 11th position. That 2x2 restart really helps him, just because you're not single file, but only now in the 10th position, 15 laps to go.
Yeah, they're 2x2. Oswald and Fry Hubbard are door to door. This is not a battle. This is a war right here for position.
Yeah, these fresh tires really not paying off for Zach Wilson right now. There's nowhere to go with it, and he's going to give Fry Hubbard a bump there, but just nowhere to go, even with fresher tires. And it's really hard to take him 3 wide because there really isn't that many grooves here, so he's now going to take him 3 wide on the front stretch. But starting to think maybe
down to the bottom and follow Clint around.
Yeah, if he can start catching people single file, then he can make passes. Is Clint in the wall? That's going to help him hopefully he's going to try to get below Josh Oswald.
Gets below Oswald.
If he can start making this low line work, as long as people aren't side by side, this is really where the tires are going to pay off. Now up to the 6th position. He's setting his eyes on William Griffith for the 5th spot. He does not want to see a caution right now. That would only hurt him. I mean, maybe not because it would stack up the field.
Driving like a madman. He is on a mission.
Up to the 5th position, 4 spots away from the lead. I was thinking, oh, caution's out right in front of him. Jeff Paisley in the wall, but that's not the caution.
Did it come out before he got past the 7 or not?
I think it did, yes. So Zach Wilson going to be restarting on the 3rd row inside line with the freshest tires up there. This is going to be an interesting finish, Alex.
Oh, yeah, it's a barn burner for sure.
It's going to be with probably around 6 laps to go, maybe 5. So Zach Wilson with the freshest tires, not going to have a lot of time to do what he needs to, but we'll see if he's able to. And, well, the other variable he has to worry about is another caution coming out on the initial restart. So he's going to have to have things go his way a little bit of luck if he wants to win tonight.
Yeah, you know what they say, it's better to be lucky than good.
Yeah, except he's both usually. He usually has the luck on his side, and he's really good.
Usually you can't have your cake and eat it too, but that's in this case, yeah, he's got it all. He's got a scoop of ice cream on the side.
Right. Ice cream sundae or something like that. Patrick Derbick up to the 2nd position now. So, we're talking about Zach Wilson, but guys up here, Will Paisley, like we mentioned, going for a repeat. Patrick Derbick trying to take a points lead away from Fry Hubbard, who's currently in the 9th or 8th position. Cameron Combs has, along with Jerbick, fought back from wrecking earlier in the race to be in the 4th position. Clint Reist, we've seen him up front most of the race. Had some trouble, though, on that last restart, back in the 7th position. Josh Oswald, who's 5th in the points right now. It's going to be hard for him to win the championship, but like I mentioned, a good start to it is at least getting a top 10 tonight, maybe a top 5, and that's not out of the realm just yet. Jesse Necula right behind him in that points battle, currently 10th. And Jamie Barkus, the other person in the points battle, back in 13th.
Yeah, this is definitely the, we thought Watkins Glen was going to be the shake-up race, but it looks like Richmond's the shake-up race.
Yeah, Fry Hubbard with a 9-point lead over Jamie Barkus. I think it's, let me recheck the points real quick. Currently, Patrick Jerbick, before this race, came in, no, he was the one 9 points behind. Jamie Barkus is 11, so Patrick Jerbick, I don't think he can take the lead away in the points unless Fry Hubbard starts falling back on this next restart. But even if he's not able to take the lead away from him, he's going to make it even that much closer coming down to the last 3 races.
I think what will tie it is if Jerbick can get up there and lead a lap.
Right, okay.
1 point for lead lap. But if Fry has had a 0x, then that negates it.
So
Fry Hubbard's on a 0x race.
Interesting points battle going on tonight and will ensue in the next 3 weeks as well. So definitely make sure to tune in every Friday night, except next week, of course, which is Christmas Day. But make sure to tune in starting January 1st for our Martinsville race, and then the next couple weeks, and then we'll crown a champion midway through January at Chicagoland Speedway. It's going to be an interesting points battle all the way through the end.
So, yeah, just because I like crunching points, and I've done it for 10 years, 10 some odd years now with my motocross career, Patrick Jerbick needs to lead a lap, and Fry needs to fall back a spot to tie it for a potential points lead change.
Pace car's off, and so is Will Paisley. Green flag racing with 5 laps to go. A great jump, 3 wide for the 2nd position. Zach Wilson right behind them. Does not want to see him wreck on those fresh tires. Below Jerbick for the 3rd position. And he does not want to see a caution right now.
Following Zach Wilson around.
Yeah, he's up into the 5th position. I mean, we've seen him in 10th all night, and when it counts, up into the 5th spot. And here comes Zach Wilson.
Jeff Paisley getting a little sideways.
Here comes Zach Wilson for the 2nd position. Gonna pinch him down to the bottom. He needs to make this pass as quickly as he can, and he can make a run at our leader, Will Paisley. He is in the 2nd spot, coming to 3 to go. He has a lot fresher tires than Will Paisley, and it is showing right now.
Will Paisley is under fire from one of the best in the league.
Not only one of the best, but one of the best on fresher tires. And he just blows by him. New leader, Zach Wilson. Pit strategy works out here at Richmond Raceway. 2 laps to go. Jeff Paisley under fire from Clint, or no, that's Patrick Jerbick under fire from Clint Reist.
Fry Hubbard back in the 8th spot as Jerbick gets shuffled around.
Yeah, Jerbick now going to try to pass Jeff Paisley on the inside. Jeff Paisley in the wall. Zach Wilson does not want to see a caution, and we might get one. They're keeping it straight. White flag is out.
Shorts right there.
White flag is out. Zach Wilson, 1 lap to go here at Richmond Raceway. We haven't seen him up front at all tonight, but really he's in the lead when it matters, obviously.
Will Paisley, nothing to hang his head on. I mean, that was keep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do about that.
Zach Wilson is your winner here at Richmond Raceway. Pit strategy works out very well for that 51 car. Will Paisley
second, Clint Reese third, Cameron Combs fourth, Throwback fifth.
What a finish.
Burn it down, Mr. Wilson.
What a pit strategy from Zach Wilson to come down to pit road with 20 laps to go, and it works out for the 51 machine. He's going to stop it there, park it on the Richmond Raceway logo. So we're going to go ahead and pull Mr. Wilson in here, as it doesn't look like he's going to burn it down anymore.
You got him, or you want me to get him?
Oh, I'll get him. I just used to you grabbing him, but I'll grab him. If he's in...
Yep, he's there. I'll get him.
Oh, he's in the waiting room. Okay.
Zach, it's Zach and Alex in the booth. That pit strategy, that was a little ballsy, but you drove the wheels off of it, and it paid off.
Yeah, I was extremely nervous with pitting, seeing how many guys stayed out. Fresh tires really make a difference here. I wasn't sure if I would have time to make it back to the front, but the cautions fell right, was able to maneuver through traffic and come out with the win tonight.
Yeah, you qualified, I believe, 26th. I don't know if you even put down a lap. But if you did you just mess up in qualifying? Because, I mean, we usually see you be fast, and to see you start that far back, we knew you'd fight back, but it was kind of odd to see you start 26th.
I tend to my first lap here run up against the wall to try to get a good run off for the second lap, and then the second lap I locked the right front up going into one, and it killed the lap and I spun out. So I limped it back around, figured I'd take my medicine and start from the back and just take time working my way through the field.
Yeah, with 20 laps to go, like he mentioned, you pit. Did you think the tires were, because you mentioned that they were a big difference, did you think even with 16 or 17 laps to go that they were going to make that big of a difference, that you would be able to fight back?
Honestly, didn't feel like I would have time to make it back to the front, so it was just good maneuvering through traffic, and then catching that last caution there really helped.
Anything else for him, Alex?
Yeah, the way you worked to the field, I thought you had your red and blue lights on top of your car.
It definitely felt like that sometime. The Red Sea parted there a few times for me, and I was able to put this Dale Jarrett throwback scheme in victory lane tonight. So
that's all. Who do you want to thank tonight?
Big shout out to you guys for putting this on for us. Logan for hosting everything. Matt guys for throwing the league together. Shout out to my MPI guys, Justin and Brian Fine. Appreciate all them and everything they do, and all the other guys who ran us so clean tonight. Great race.
Well, congratulations on your victory tonight, and well, have a happy holidays. Looking forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Merry Christmas to y'all too.
All right, that was your winner, Zach Wilson. Now, second place, Will Paisley.
Will, it's Zach and Alex. You got us?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Almost had the back-to-back Watkins Glen Richmond, but Zach Wilson with those fresh tires. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot you could do, but you did your best.
I decided to stay out there. I thought that we were going to have enough cars, but once that second caution happened, there was just nothing I could do.
So did you how'd you feel about Richmond coming into this week? It can be a tough track on, the tires and especially the car with how it handles. How were you feeling coming into the week?
I was feeling pretty good. I had done a little bit of practice here. I just really like this track, to be honest. It's really fun to drive because turn 4 is pretty much a death trap if you can't handle the oversteer.
Yeah, we saw a lot of people struggling with that, especially after that first caution where everybody took tires and kind of come out there on cold tires. A lot of solo spins, a lot of synchronized solo spins.
Yeah, from what I could tell, the tires were pretty hard to get up to an operating temperature, and I think that was what the issue was. If you noticed throughout most of the race, I was weaving pretty aggressively just to try to keep the tires hot, so that way when I get into the corner, it wasn't going to be too loose. But once the tires get up to temperature, then you can usually keep it going, and I think that's kind of what happened with the long green flag run that we had at the start of the race.
Well, we head to another short track in a couple of weeks, Martinsville Speedway. So you look good tonight. You looking forward to that one?
Oh yeah, Martinsville's my favorite track, so this should be pretty fun.
Anything else for Mount?
Nope. Who do you want to thank tonight?
I guess I should thank my sponsor, Raise Energy. I know we had the Red Bull paint scheme on this time, but yeah, I was sponsored by Raise Energy. They were kind enough to do so. So use Arcadian 4 at checkout, and yeah.
Yeah, the classic red. It's weird to call it classic, but yeah, it's almost a 10-year-old paint scheme.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool one, and my usual number is 4, so I kind of wanted to do something that was similar to that.
All right. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Well, congratulations on your second place finish, man, and have a happy holidays. And looking forward to seeing you in a couple weeks at Martinsville.
Look forward to it.
All right. Second place finisher William Paisley once again, and Clint Reist finishing third tonight.
Clint, Zach, and Alex, you got a copy?
Loud and clear, guys. What's happening?
Hey, well, you led a good amount of laps during that race, and well, that end, I think you got into the wall a little bit and fell back to 7th, but you were able to fight back to 3rd. Take us through your race.
Actually, I don't know. I went into the pits. I guess I burnt my tires up. 83 was faster than me, so I needed tires. That put me in the back, and I just had to work my way up. It was a tough go.
You really had the when we were down to the single file restarts in the middle of the race, you really had Will Paisley and everyone behind you really guessing. Is there any kind of art to the strategy? You're just kind of, I'm just gonna go now.
Yeah, man, just put it on the floor and hopefully it don't jump out from underneath you.
Well, we head to Martinsville in a couple of weeks. A tough paperclip half mile. How you feeling about that track?
I'm dreading it.
Anything else for Mount?
No. Who do you want to thank tonight?
I don't know. I just want to thank the guys for the league and everything. I don't know. This is awesome, and I love it. Appreciate it, guys.
All right. Well, congratulations on your 3rd place finish. Have a happy holidays, and looking forward to seeing you in a couple weeks.
Y'all do the same. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. All right. 3rd place finisher Clint Reist, and that wraps it up for the interviews. Any last thoughts about tonight's race?
It was about the war zone I expected, just a little more, a couple more cautions. I figured there's going to be cautions. I figured there's going to be some big wrecks. There was no real big, huge, like, track blocker wrecks. But it was all in all, it's still good product on track.
Yep, and like we've mentioned, we move forward to Martinsville in 2 weeks' time, 175 laps around that track. Obviously, no racing next week for Christmas, and we'll actually kick off the new year at Martinsville, so that'll be a fun time there. And then real quick, we will go ahead and check out the point standings. I forgot to update that in my system, so we'll update that and see what's going on in the points system after tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be, I feel like it's going to be a long 2 weeks without races.
Yeah, so Fry Hubbard in the lead, 5 points ahead of Patrick Jerbick. Jamie Barkus kind of fell back in the points afterwards, but I mean, the top 11 stay the same. So, differing finishing positions tonight, but Fry Hubbard able to keep that lead, and it shrinks from 9 to 5. So Patrick Gerbic, he wanted to probably take the points lead if he could, but he did the job of at least shrinking it going into Martinsville. So Martinsville, I mean, that's a toss-up with, you never know if you're going to get wrecked. That's just as much of a toss-up as Watkins Glen was. So you never know what's going to happen there. And, well, that's going to make an interesting point situation going into the last 2 weeks after Martinsville. So the top two have kind of separated themselves from the rest of the point standings, though.
All right, it will not be decided until the last lap at Chicagoland.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun journey through the next 3 races. It's already been a fun journey through the first 7 of this series. And, these guys have done what you kind of expect, to put on a show and to make it interesting for the points, and they've definitely done that. So, again, Fry Hubbard, your points leader still after tonight's race going into Martinsville. And then we'll go ahead and talk about one more thing. We'll head out of here. Original Rebels Racing League, what you watched tonight. The Xtreme Xfinity Series happen every Friday night. Obviously not next week, but make sure to tune in for those. Sunday Night Truck Series, Intensity Broadcasting brings you those. You can find them on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, just as well as you can find us. The Tuesday Night Dirt Invader Series, those are obviously, like it says, the Tuesday night. Those happen on Tuesday nights, brought to you by Rebels Racing Network. And the Saturday Night Send It Cup Series, which you can catch tomorrow night. Also brought to you by Rebels Racing Network. And the Dirt Invader Series and the Cup Series still recruiting for people. So if you're interested, look Original Rebels Racing League up on iRacing, Facebook, anything like that, to try to get in the league. And we'll get you the Discord and get you racing with these guys on track. The Extreme Xfinity Series and Sunday Night Truck Series are locked up for now. So, but if you're interested, definitely hit us up about that. You can hit up Matt Geis on Facebook as well. And the Thunderstruck Super Series, the sister league to this series, or to this league, they are also recruiting. So, yeah, if you're interested in racing with us, make sure to contact either, again, Matt Geis, or just look us up on Facebook or iRacing. Any last remarks, Alex, before we head out?
No, I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the next 2 Fridays with no races to call. But we'll see you fine folks next year in 2021. Hopefully it is not what 2020 was, or I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I might cry.
Yeah, so make sure to tune in tomorrow night for the Saturday Night Send It Cup Series, and that'll be the last broadcast in 2020. Like you mentioned, we'll be back in the Friday Night Extreme Xfinity Series in 2021. So yeah, that was 175 laps here at Richmond Raceway for the Friday Night Extreme Xfinity Series. Zach Wedstein, Alex Veith. See you later.